हेलो व्यूअर्स, आज के लेक्चर में हम स्टडी करेंगे मॉर्फोलॉजी ऑफ वायरसेस। तो पिछले वीडियो पे मुझे काफ़ी अच्छा रिस्पांस मिला एंड उससे मोटिवेट होके मैंने कंटिन्यू किया है। तो आई होप आपके लिए यूज़फुल होगा। चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं मॉर्फोलॉजी ऑफ वायरसेस। So morphologically, viruses consist of mainly four components: nucleic acid, capsid, envelope, spikes, also known as papillomers. Nucleic acid is also known as genetic material. So let's start with the first component, that is the nucleic acid. Nucleic acid consists of mainly DNA and RNA. So I told you earlier in the previous lecture that both DNA and RNA, they are never present together in a virus. Those viruses having DNA are known as DNA viruses. Those having RNA are known as RNA viruses. Further, this DNA is divided into two: single-stranded DNA and double-stranded DNA. Some viruses like parvoviruses, these have single-stranded DNA as a genetic material. Some viruses like herpes viruses, pox viruses, these have double-stranded DNA as a genetic material. Same is the case of RNA viruses. It is further divided into two types: single-stranded RNA and double-stranded RNA. Those having single-stranded RNA, example is arioviruses, and like picorna viruses, rhabdoviruses, these have double-stranded RNA as a genetic material. If we talk about the shape of this genetic material, it may be linear, circular, or segmented. Linear, example is poliovirus. Circular genetic material, example is hepatitis B virus. Segmented genome, that is present in the form of small fragments, example is influenza virus and rotavirus. Second component is the capsid. So capsid is made up of repeating subunits of protein molecules known as capsomers. Definition में भी हमने डिस्कस किया था that capsid is made up of protein. So nucleic acid is surrounded by a protein coat known as capsid. So this capsid is made up of small molecules of proteins known as capsomers. So you can see clearly in the diagrams, these small subunits, these are known as capsomers and they make up the capsid of the virus. Further, protein that make up the capsid are known as protomers, और जो proteins capsid को बनाती हैं, they are known as protomers. Most of the students get confused between protomers and capsomers. So the protein that make up the capsid are known as protomers, and the repeating subunits that make up the capsid are known as capsomers. These proteins, these may be similar or dissimilar in structure and function. So you can clearly see in the diagram, this is the genetic material and it is surrounded by a protein coat known as capsid, and this capsid is made up of small repeating subunits of proteins. चलिए आगे देखते हैं what are the functions of capsid. So this capsid, it provides protection to the genetic material from external harmful environment. तो genetic material जो है उसको protect करेगा जो external environment है, changes in temperature, pH, उससे उसको प्रोटेक्शन देगा. सेकेंड, इट हेल्प्स इन द अटैचमेंट ऑफ द वायरस टू द होस्ट सेल, दैट विल डिस्कस इन द मल्टीप्लिकेशन ऑफ वायरसेस. फर्दर, it acts as antigen. So when a virus get entered into the human body or animal body, these capsid proteins, they act as antigen against which antibodies are produced. Third important component is the envelope. So not in all viruses, but in some viruses, there is an extra covering of lipid around the capsid known as envelope. So what are the functions of envelope? Now there is an extra layer of lipid and sometimes proteins are also embedded in this envelope. So this is now providing extra protection to the genetic material because there is an extra layer around the central nucleic acid. So this provides extra protection to the nucleic acid. Further, it enhances the pathogenicity of the virus. We had discussed in the properties of viruses that genetic material is infectious, not the protein coat. So our immune system first have to fight with the envelope, then with the capsid, then it will reach to the nucleic acid. So it enhances the disease causing capacity of the viruses. Further, it helps in the attachment of the virus to the host cell, and it also acts as antigen. And then fourth component is the spikes, also known as papillomers. So when envelope is present in a virus, then there is a presence of finger-like projections on the surface of envelope known as spikes. These are glycoproteinaceous in nature. They act as antigen. They help in the attachment of the virus to the host cell. So you can see here, these are the finger-like projections. These are present on the surface of envelope. So lastly, morphologically, we can conclude that viruses are divided into two groups: enveloped viruses and non-enveloped viruses, which are also known as naked viruses. So this envelope is not present in all the viruses, okay? So those viruses having an envelope are known as enveloped viruses. Example is HIV, influenza, herpes viruses. There are so many other viruses. Non-enveloped and naked viruses are those viruses in which this envelope is absent. And when envelope is absent, तो spikes are also absent. Example is polio virus and tobacco mosaic virus. तो अगर आपको कोई डाउट है, कोई भी क्वेश्चन है, कोई क्वेरी है, आप कमेंट सेक्शन में मुझे लिख सकते हैं। और मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए ताकि मैं और वीडियोस आपके लिए अपलोड कर सकूं। आई होप आपको ये कंसेप्ट जो है वो ईजिली क्लियर हो गया होगा। थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग।